Welcome to today's deep dive. So imagine spending $23 million to build a massive eco-friendly highway for bugs,
Right.
but you're still spraying poison all over that exact same road.
Yeah, it doesn't make a whole lot of sense, does it?
No, not at all. And that is the multi-million dollar paradox frustrating Danish farmers right now. It's the center of what we're looking at today.
It really is.
We're exploring a case study about why top-down environmental mandates often just, well, fail because they completely ignore the reality on the ground.
It perfectly captures that friction between macrobureaucracy and microbiology. The story focuses on this new initiative. It's called Farmer-Driven Innovation, and it comes with a 23 million Danish krone budget.
Wow, that is a lot of money.
It is. And the goal sounds great on paper, right? They want to increase beneficial insect populations. So bugs that eat crop-destroying aphids, which should theoretically reduce the need for pesticides.
But the actual farmers on the ground are just completely overwhelmed by it. There's this one farmer in the story, Gunnar, who came back from a lecture about this looking like he was in actual shock.
Yeah, poor Gunnar.
Right. I mean, the government wants them planting wild ditch flowers and clover right in the tractor's wheel tracks to make these things they call trample paths.
Right, trample paths.
And they even set up this suggestion box with over 100 ideas, like driving on green tires.
Which is just incredibly frustrating for someone like Gunnar. I mean, the project is pitched as giving farmers autonomy. They promise nobody is officially dictating how to manage the fields.
But it's not really true, is it?
No, exactly.
Yeah.
As another character in the story, Kesser, points out, they're basically spending 23 million just to reinvent the deep plate. That's a Danish idiom for reinventing the wheel.
Reinvented the deep plate. I like that.
Yeah, it's basically a bureaucratic exercise masquerading as practical help, mostly designed for political PR.
Because they aren't actually addressing the root issue. I mean, they're building these trample paths, but they aren't stopping the use of pesticide sprays.
Exactly.
They're engineering this whole environment for bugs and then just poisoning it anyway.
That disconnect is exactly what pushes Kesser and his partner Steen to propose a completely different approach. They basically decide to undercut that bureaucratic 23 million budget.
Right.
They pitched their own consulting project for half the price, just 11 million.
Okay, wait, I'm a bit confused here. Steen wants to fix a massive multi-million-dollar structural policy mess by buying a used camper van.
Yeah, that is the plan.
Because his grand idea is to get a rolling camper, paint wildflowers on it to use as a mobile office, and run a biomimetic lab out of a school bus.
Yeah.
I mean, how does a scrappy camper van actually replace agricultural policy?
I know, it sounds totally absurd until you look at the mechanism of what they're actually trying to do. Steam realizes you can't just mandate biodiversity from a boardroom.
Right, you can't just order a balanced ecosystem.
Yeah, and you can't just order bugs from a web shop. Take those government trample paths, for instance. They're placed right on the absolute edges of the fields.
Okay.
But Steen observes that dragonflies, which are completely essential for eating pests, actually hover about 5 meters into the field.
Oh, wow.
So the official paths on the edge are completely useless for them.
I see. So if you want the dragonflies, you need actual habitats that match their behavior. Like narrower fields, scrub, real water hole.
Precisely. And this is exactly where that rolling camper van and biomimetic lab come in.
Okay.
Instead of just handing farmers a glossy government pamphlet, Kesser and Steen want to run a mobile consulting operation. They want to teach farmers to use microscopes right there in the dirt.
Oh, that's really cool, taking the lab to the field.
Exactly. They want them taking pictures of soil biology with their own smartphones.
Okay, I see where this is going now. By having farmers actually look at the soil microbiology on their phones, Steen isn't just giving them a science lesson. He's showing them in real time how pesticides are stripping the dirt of the very organisms that keep crops healthy. He's tying ecological health directly to their crop yields.
Yes, they are connecting the microbiology to the farmer's bottom line. And it is a brilliant business model, honestly.
How so?
Well, by genuinely helping the farmers understand this microscopic ecosystem, Kesser and Steen build immense trust.
Oh, and trust goes a long way in farming.
It does. In return, they actually hope the farmers will eventually loan them heavy machinery for a completely separate forest project they're working on.
Oh, sneaky, but smart.
Yeah, that is the practical, reciprocal relationship driving their whole camper van consulting idea.
It's a total shift from top down to ground up.
The real takeaway here is what we might call the dragonfly principle. You cannot simply mandate an outcome. You have to engineer the habitat for it.
Right, you have to look at the actual environment.
Yeah, if your solution doesn't account for the 5-meter hovering radius of the actual worker, whether that is a dragonfly or an employee, your multi-million-dollar initiative is just going to fail.
Because the executives built a solution for a bug that doesn't exist where they thought it did.
Exactly.
Which leaves you with a final thought to mull over. If you were tasked with overhauling a massive broken system in your own industry, what is the 5-meter hovering radius detail that all the executives are completely missing?
That's the million-dollar question.
And if you only had a rolling camper van to fix it, where exactly would you park first?